What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of HRTea After Dark. I hope your week was swell. Back this week with my best friend, Taiwo. Say hi, Taiwo.
Hi, Taiwo.
Every time. I love it. This week, I thought we could kind of do the same thing Kat and I did with that Tinder Nightmares episode. If you haven't watched that, go check that out. We're doing the same thing, but with Grindr. Somebody told me to do this on the episode with Kat, so whoever you are, thank you. So I thought we could read some Grindr messages, maybe some Grindr profiles. Maybe Tyler has some Grindr stories for us. Stick around for that. Before we get into it, if you could please hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. It's right there. Click that subscribe button for me. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my Patreon. I have a lot of bonus content on there, and I have a lot of plans coming up for my Patreon. So if you could click that link in the description, I would greatly appreciate you. Make sure you join my Discord, and I stream video games every Wednesday on Twitch at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? All right. So as I said, I looked up a bunch of Grindr messages on the interwebs. I don't know if anybody's ever done this before. I suggest not doing it because you will just find a lot of gay like I typed in just Grindr stories onto Twitter. All cup.
Mistake.
All penis. So the first one is just okay. Just a man saying, "Can you sit on my face with khaki pants on? I'll pay." You know, at least with the Tinder one, it was like there were some women in there, so it made it a little better. But this is just all foul men on Grindr. All foul men. And that's just how you start a conversation. And where does the khaki pants tie in? I want to know.
It's got to be a kink. It's got to be a kink. Can you please show my face in khaki pants? Really got a thing from Jake from State Farm, I'll tell you that much.
No, like in my head, that has to be the only kink. Like it has to be Jake from State Farm.
Sorry, Jake.
Why would you have a kink for khaki pants?
I wear khaki pants at work. Hey, I can fit asparagus in my dick if you want to see. First off, how did you find that out? Why? Second off, why?
Why asparagus?
Why asparagus of all things to put in your...
Oh god, that sounds so painful.
They make specific things for that. You don't have to use asparagus. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
They do. They make stuff for it.
I can't imagine that feels good.
I guess it does because they make stuff for it. I don't know what they're called, but they're metal pipes, and you.
Oh, you're so right. I've seen those.
I've seen them too.
Not in a weird way.
No, not in a weird way. But at a store.
Maybe an online store. I don't know.
No, I've seen it IRL.
That's like making me like. Oh, that must hurt really bad. I feel like it doesn't feel good, but like you have to have a pain kink. I don't know why I'm dissecting this. I'm just very interested. Okay, next one. There's some conversation in here, not just like, hey, I can do really weird things with my body. End of conversation. Next one is top ? Then the other person said, "There's more to me than that, but yeah." Then the other guy said, "Hung ? And then he goes, "I think you missed my point." Cute. It's just like, what happened to old conversation, you know?
No, men on Grindr don't care. Cis
No.
men on Grindr do not care.
Yeah, at least on like Tinder and stuff, like they're talking to women who they know probably want a little bit more of a conversation. I mean, don't get me wrong. Men on other dating apps are still vile, but Grindr, like I feel like these men know they're dealing with other men and men just don't care. So it's
They
just
really
like a
don't.
war zone on there.
They really don't.
Despicable men on these apps.
This is just like 30 different messages. I'm assuming there's a picture. Cockpic. I just moved from Vegas to Seattle, Washington. LOL. Cockpic. I'm extremely tight. What would you do if I was just chilling in your bed? LOL. This
is giving like mental breakdown.
Anyway,
like,
this is how I
answering.
talk to men.
It's like you're not answering, so I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I can to get you to answer. So what would you do if I was just like chilling
in your bed right now? Not even your bed, yo bed. What would you do if I was chilling in your bed right now?
What would you do if I was just like right next to you right now? Like what would you think of that? Right after a cock pic too. Right after an unsolicited dick pic. I like that we got his backstory a little bit, that he just moved from Vegas to
Congratulations for just moving, but like he's like, I'm hunting for wiener right now. I'm on a mission. You know what's crazy is that you can have preferences on Grindr where it's like, oh, accepts NSFW pics at first, and you can go yes, no, maybe later. I can't tell you how many times that I have been like, bro, I don't accept that right away. Can you fucking read my profile? Send me so many dicks. And lately, I'm like, they'll send me a dick pic, and I'm like, ew, ugly. You got an ugly dick.
Also, I realized that the picture he sent, I don't know what it is because clearly it's cut off. He gives some details. He says, I'm extremely tight.
It's probably whole.
It's probably whole.
It's probably whole.
Next one, just straight off the bat. You ever tag team someone? He goes, no, would be hot. And then didn't answer him. What's up? No. I wanted to say in the beginning of the video that all of these message threads are from an account on Instagram called Worst of Grindr. I just want to thank you personally for that. I think the next one is a profile.
Spaniard man, 48. I'm straight man who likes other men. I'm a man of integrity, loyalty, honesty. I'm an ex-military. I am HIV negative, STD free. I stay away from drama and don't play games. I smoke cigarettes. I am Cuban and Spaniard. Okay.
I love all the details. I love them, especially the first one. I'm a straight man who likes other men.
First off, no, you're not. That's not what a straight man is.
I mean, I've never been one to, tell someone what their sexuality is, but tell me you just don't want to say you're gay. What are you doing on Grindr then?
What a profile. And he stays away from drama. Now that's a man I can get behind.
Figuratively?
Or in front of.
Next one is just, hey, let me just see one naked pic. Ugh. One naked pic. Ugh.
Just one. Ugh. Please.
Just one.
Please. Not even a please. What happened to manners?
What happened to manners? I mean, at least we got a hello in this one. We got a hey. Hey. Hey, one naked
Let me
pic,
see your
please.
body.
I love how he said naked pic instead of nude.
He's a little classy.
I think all of these men are from LA. Worst of Grindr person is from LA. So if y'all live in LA, just be aware.
Watch yourself.
You can do the next one.
This is a conversation. Hello. It's me. Who? Sends picture of Adele. Are you transgender?
I think that's so funny.
Imagine trying to make a joke and be flirtatious, and then you're like, are you transgender? What does Adele have to do with it?
That's just crazy. Also, how do you not know who Adele is? And how do you not know that song? Do you live under a rock, dude?
Oh my God.
Oh, this one was weird. This is a long one. Okay. The other guy goes, hi. You still doing cross country? Yep, in Utah now. What do you normally wear during cross country? I wear jeans and a hoodie, but I bought shorts. What about underwear? You wear those during cross country? Yes. Yes what? Yes, I wear underwear. Is it more comfortable without underwear? I should know. Haha. The other person goes, good to know. He goes, are you going to try it and tell me what you think? No, I'm going to keep on wearing underwear. Then he goes, the next day, I guess, he goes, I have a question. This person goes, yeah. Is it normal to come when your dick is soft? He goes, I don't know, dude. It's just a roller coaster, man.
Why?
No, like, why? Why are you curious about wearing underwear during cross country?
They clearly have talked before, though, because he asked if you were still doing cross country.
I thought maybe it was on their profile or something.
Maybe.
On his profile. And then just out of the blue, is it normal to come when your dick is soft?
Go to a doctor. Ask a doctor that question.
Why are you asking random people on Grindr?
This one, picture. Do you realize where I am? Where? California. Would you my dick if you were here? Just wondering. No.
I love the just wondering. Just wondering.
Just wondering. I was just curious.
It's giving the same energy as the other one. What would you do if I was just chilling in your bed right now? Would you suck my dick if I was right next to you? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh, you're about to take a shower? What would you do if I was there?
It's like, what do you want these people to say? Like, I would probably call the cops, or I would run away screaming, or I would pull a knife on you, or I would bite your dick off. Like, nobody's going to give you the answer that you want. Unless you're a freak. Unless you're a freak or they're really hot. But like, anyone doing this on Grindr? I don't think so. Next one. Another one. What would you do if I walked up to you and took my dick out of my pants? Probably call the cops. Want to meet up?
It's like they can't read social cues.
Men don't get it, dude.
They really don't.
Truly
They don't.
thinking with their horniness instead of their minds. I don't even know if they have brains at this point, to be honest.
No, all the blood's flowing somewhere else. They can't think at all. I feel bad because like some people genuinely use Grindr as like a place to find love, and I'm like, you're not gonna find that here. You are not gonna find that here. That's not what this app was made for. It's probably what its intended purpose was, but that's not what it is anymore.
Not at all. I've never had a Grindr or anything. And I don't want one, nor do I want to meet men. I want to make a profile, and I just want to see for myself. And I want to see, like, who messages me and what they say. New episode idea. With my girlfriend's permission.
Cody makes a Grindr with his girlfriend's permission. Not to, like, be cocky or anything. I'm pretty popular on Grindr.
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about what it's like to be a trans man specifically.
I go through phases of deleting the app and then getting it back, which I don't have it right now because I was done with men. I can't stand them. Message after message after message after message. And I'm like, bro, like it kind of feels good to know. Like my face isn't even on my profile. I do not have my face on my profile at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, never put genitals and your face in the same picture.
Yeah, no. That's a negative.
Next one.
This looks like a picture of a man standing between Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny, and he goes, "Hi, how are you? I'm horny. How about you? Can we hang out soon?" First off, that's the picture you chose to send, and was like, "I'm bricked." You're gonna tell me you're sending pictures with Looney Tunes, and then you're gonna be like, "I'm horny. Do you want to meet up?" Because the answer is no.
I would so bad want to know if this was like in the same setting, in the same location when he sent the horny message.
Damn, I just met Daffy Duck. I'm bricked.
I'm bricked.
I'm bricked. I am bricked up.
I wonder if it stems from like a furry thing, maybe? I don't know. Or, I mean, it has to. Unless you just so happened to be horny while meeting Daffy Duck.
Or he genuinely was like, this is the best picture of myself I've ever taken.
Oh, dude, and the stance this man has.
He's like,
posted up.
My dog, Daffy Duck, and Bugs Bunny, we out here in these streets. I am horny.
Boner hiding in his waistband. Next one is crazy. All right, you want to have sex? Hey, piggy pig, come here, fat piggy. Let me pound you like you've never been pounded before. I'll make you not walk the next day. Answer me, you pig. I'll slit your throat out and drink it.
Jail.
Prison.
Why? Do you think it's okay to talk to people like this, men? First of all, blocked after come here, fat piggy.
Blocked after you want to have sex, or at least, hey, pig. You see men talk this way to women on a daily basis, but he's talking to another man. I was gonna say it makes me feel better that it's not a woman, but it just makes me feel unhopeful because it's just saying that men will treat anybody that
like
doesn't
shit.
give them that doesn't give them the attention they want as human garbage or like a pig. Tell me you're insecure. Okay, next one is another man who's wildly insecure. Hey, up for now? BB? And then they never got an answer. And today, they say, I hope you have a shit birthday. Obviously, no family or friends interested in you. Horrible man. Lonely, I hope. In a poor part of town, for sure. And he goes, thank you. Like, Jesus Christ. You don't even know if he wasn't interested. Maybe he was just busy. Horrific. These men are insecure and horny.
Me.
All right, Tyler, I want to hear your Grindr stories.
They're not great. Listen, being a trans man on Grindr is, first of all, I hate it. It's not something I do often, but sometimes I'm motherfucking lonely. It's just like, it's kind of scary. I don't even know what to say about it, to be quite honest with you. I go through phases of being really confident with it, and I go through phases of being like low-key ashamed. But here's the thing, I'm not interested in men. I would never date a cis man.
I would never date a cis man either.
Never have, never will. I only date women, but I'll fuck a dude.
No, okay.
But I'll
fuck a dude, let me tell you. I can never date a man. No way. No way. When it comes to other things, sure, I'm open. You know, I heard somebody say once, and I know you know this, but I heard and I resonate with it, which is why I'm going to say it. They are the same way. They can only be in a relationship with a woman, but can't be with a man, and can only have sex with them because they see men only as sexual objects and don't see them as respectable, like loving, kind people, and just sex objects. And I was like, yep, that makes sense. That checks out.
Yeah.
Like, I do not respect you in any sense, therefore. And it's because that's exactly how men feel about women.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced like transphobia on Grindr at all?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it necessarily transphobia, maybe preference. Because they'll send me whole pics and I'm like, hey, I'm trans. I ain't got what you're looking for. And I think I had one guy message me like, well, I need my guy to have a fat. And I was like, well, that's not me, buddy. Good luck.
That's crazy. Do you have it in your bio?
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
Trans?
Yeah, absolutely. They don't read bios. I have does not accept NSFW pictures at first. Maybe a little something later, but not now. I don't want your first message to me to be like, hey, and then dick pic, because I'm gonna rate your dick and it's always gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly.
Oh God.
One guy sent me a dick pic and I was like, that looks like it stinks. He blocked me. I blocked him afterwards. I don't like making fun of people's bodies. I don't do it.
At least men
deserve
it. Yeah.
But like, if you're gonna send me a dick pic out the wazoo, like, I'm gonna rate it and it's gonna be bad.
Mm-hmm. If you're sending unsolicited dick pics, you're asking for criticism.
They just be like, just say out of pocket shit. I'll see other trans men, and I'm like, hey, be careful.
Be careful out there.
Be careful out there. And they're like, thanks, you too.
Do you see a lot of other trans guys on Grindr?
Not a lot. More recently now, as I don't have the app anymore because it pissed me off. But when I did have it like a month or two ago, here or there's more trans women on Grindr than there are trans men.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
So many trans women.
Because there's a whole discourse about if trans men are allowed on Grindr, which is a stupid fucking argument where men were allowed to be wherever we fucking want to be.
Yeah.
Do people get mad that trans women are on Grindr?
I don't think so. Unfortunately, we're seen as kinks. So I feel like trans women are just as popular as me. But,
Me.
like, I hate it. I genuinely do. Because we're not a kink. I'm a human being.
Have you thought about the differences between Grindr and like Bumble or Tinder in the way you get matches?
Well, I tell you right now, I get no matches on Bumble or Tinder.
I don't get that, dude.
Preference is set to strictly women.
But on Grindr, you're popular.
I'm Grindr. Out of pocket, Patreon exclusive. On Grindr.
I hate how we're treated as a kink. And like, I don't know, there's dating apps for LGBTQ people, but like, I've seen some. They seem stupid as hell to me.
They're not good. I think there's only one that I know of, and it starts with it's like a T. It starts with a T.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's ass. Like, it suggests people thousands of miles away.
Yeah. It's like, bitch, I know there's more trans people or queer people around me. You're lying.
Honestly, like, and I genuinely tried on that app to like find someone to like go on a date with and stuff like that. But it's just like, how are you gonna suggest people that live in like states away? What am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, no. I've never tried any of those apps, but they just don't seem. To be fair, no dating app I feel like is worth it. But then you have like people do find love on like Hinge and shit like that. Like,
I have only heard of heteronormative cisgender people finding love on Hinge. It is not. It's not meant for queer people to find love.
There needs to be a trans-only dating app. It would probably match you with people across the world, but like at least that, you know what I mean? Because like most trans people are T for T, or trans people and just cis women. No cis men.
I mean, I've never done T for T, but like I'm kind of open to it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It'd be fun.
Mean, I can't imagine being a trans person in general on a dating app and just being asked about your genitals all the time.
All the time.
And then even like sending your own pictures would be horrifying to think about as well. Like, I'm not brave enough for that, but to be sending my shit to a cis man on Grindr of all places, that's scary. That's scary, brother.
If I'm sending those pics, you're not getting a face pic. If I send a face pic,
Right.
you're not getting the other pic. That's the rule.
Period.
On the rare occasion that I do have the app for an extended period amount of time, that's the rule. There's too many people that have no profile pictures. And there's people that I've seen that I know.
Oh.
So I'm like, that's a negative for me.
It's a negative ghostwriter.
That's a negative for me.
Yeah, once again, never put your genitals and your face in the same picture. Never do that.
Scream it from the rooftops. Unless you don't care. Honestly, if you don't give a more power to you.
Yeah.
Personally, that's not for me.
Personally, that's not for me either.
That's not for me.
Well, I think that was a dope-ass episode. I'm glad we got some Patreon exclusives in there. You heard it here first. If you're not subscribed to my Patreon, the HRT Patreon that is always linked in the description below, then you are missing content from this episode. Juicy stuff that Tyler told us you're missing out on.
Juicy stuff.
Real juicy stuff.
Talk about my entire sex life on Patreon. Go.
Go.
Put your credit card info in.
Right.
Send me a picture so I can verify it. And then enjoy the juicy content.
Right. Period. Tyler, where can people follow you?
Tyler Money Sign everywhere.
Oh, I love it. It's such a great handle.
I
That's
love
my
it.
favorite one of all time. And you can follow me at HRT Podcast on TikTok and Instagram. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Share my shit with your friends. My views are down lately, and it's, again, making me question my worth. Okay? So if you could just share some of my content, some of my YouTube videos, I would greatly appreciate it. I go live on Twitch every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I drop podcast episodes at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesdays. After Dark comes out on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And once again, I will say it again for the people in the back, subscribe to my Patreon, please. Please. You will be missing content from this episode and a bunch of other bonus content. And I have big plans coming up for Patreon soon. So go do that and you'll get kisses from me. Okay?
Buy a sticker.
Yeah, buy a sticker. I'm still selling stickers. They're always in the link in the description below. They're on Etsy. They're only like $5 or something.
They're high quality stickers too.
They are high quality stickers.
Love
and I worked really hard on the design. So I would appreciate it. Okay? Go buy a sticker, go sub to my Patreon, and hit subscribe. Okay? Okay. Tyler, thank you so much for doing this episode with me. I love you endlessly.
I love you too. I love you too.
Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.